be like 6 or 7 tables, 7 or 8 tables. Okay, great to see everybody. Happy Monday evening. We're here. We're doing our live stream from the steps of Okinawa, right outside the store that we were at yesterday that we couldn't stream from. Now, this entire restaurant is not that big. We have the freshest wild-caught seafood that you can possibly find out here in Okinawa. It's as fresh as you can find. There's a few things that we really haven't seen before, but before we get to the seafood, man, look at the quality of this uni right here. Look at the freaking quality of this uni. I'm gonna show it to you guys in a light. Y'all see that? This is all chilled uni. Look at this. Isn't that amazing? Now, there's a few things that they sell out here, okay? You see this shell right here? Look at that. Look at that, team. And this is what the uni looks like. This is what the sea urchin looks like in its original form. Okay? What is up, everybody? Uni is sea urchin. This is extracted from the sea urchin that you see out here. One little sea urchin that you see out here. So for those of you that live in like Hawaii or you live in California close to the coast, man, a lot of these things are gonna be pretty familiar for you. Okay? You got, you know, things like salmon. You got your things over here like the surf clams, and you have the sweet shrimps, and you also have, of course, the scallops. Okay, you love the scallops. Some of you guys must be familiar with this stuff, man, because if you like sushi, you live in California. Exactly, Uncle Lee. Everybody, get your daily heart me in if you haven't. And this right here, I know you guys know what this is. You see that? That's salmon roe. Thank you, Colin. Okay, a lot of this is actually going to be local food that you can't find outside of Japan. It's fished right here in Japan. All right, give you guys an idea. This much uni right here is about, this is about 10,000, no, this is about 5,500 yen. So this is about $35 to $36 for this much. $36-ish, $36 to $37 for this much uni. Okay, and again, look at the sea urchin, y'all. Y'all see that? That's the sea urchin, baby. Okay, and then the salmon is right here. This is lean tuna. So you can see, the reason why you know this is lean tuna is because you can see how red it is. Okay, look at how red it is. Lean tuna, and this is fatty tuna. Look at how fat this tuna is. It looks like kind of like a piece of steak, no? Look at how fatty this is. That's fatty tuna right here. And this one piece right here is about $30. $30 for this much tuna. It's actually not a bad deal. This is actually a pretty good deal for this much. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and get the lid back here so I don't waste their I don't want to waste their electricity. Okay, so we're gonna get this lid back. All right, now you guys know about the gooey duck. Okay, gooey duck is a big time seafood out here in Japan and also in China. Not my favorite type of thing to eat because a lot of people eat this raw. They like to eat this stuff raw. I'm not a big fan of raw food, okay, but they like to eat it raw. Check this out, everybody. Look at this. This is actually farm-raised shrimp. This looks all wild caught, but it's actually farm-raised. And this king crab right here is not from the state of Alaska. This is actually off the coast of Hokkaido. So you got this, and you got this. Now, when we come over here to the main tank, there's a lot going on, man. This is like the Animal Planet. There's a lot of things going on. This is something I've never seen before until I came over to Okinawa. This is a wild-caught, whatever this is. I don't even know what this is. I don't even know the name for this thing right here, but check this out. Everybody, keep the comments flowing. Look at the texture on the skin. Thank you, AB. Look at the texture on the shell. You see that? This is wild caught, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, and look at that. That's hard, by the way. And you have all types of very fresh fish. Okay, this is all wild caught. Look at that. Look at how good this. Look at that. Look at the quality of that fish. You got fresh oysters. You got your fish. You gotta come here with 2 people if you're planning to eat this fish, though. Okay? Man, Lisa, I need to get a tour. And look at this. All right. Now, of course, you got your normal. Hey, let's get the dude over here. Hey, 哥们儿，我们给大家展示一下。Let's do a little demonstration, please. 我们来给他们看一个大的一个龙虾，稍微大一点 ，like a big lobster. Give them an idea of how big this one is. Okay, look at the size of that compared to his hand. How heavy is this? 这个大概有多重啊？ How heavy do you think this is? This is Japanese lobster. How heavy is that? 把这水都倒掉，把那水 get rid of the water, man. 把那个水都弄掉，水都弄掉。Yeah, get rid of that water. 3斤是吧？3斤。Just over 3 pounds. It's about 3 pounds. Look at this. How old do you think this lobster is? 这个大概多老？
这个的话，我们没，因为它是野生的。
野生的，
对。
He's like, I have no idea because this is wild caught. This is Japanese lobster right here. Japanese rock lobster. Now you guys can see. Look at the texture of this thing right here. Okay, look at that. 妈，我第2天来的，你给我们个打折，给我们个打折。这个多少钱 ？How much is this? How much is this lobster right here? 23,300. 23,000 yen for this lobster right here. So that's about how much is that? $160 for this lobster. How would you cook this? 这个怎么做 How would you cook this?
要想吃生吃还是不想吃生吃
No, not raw, not raw. No sashimi.
放成粉丝蒸，椒盐爆炒，生姜爆炒，来去黄油焗炒。然后龙虾这个头煮个粥或者煮个汤，味噌汤都可以。
How do you recommend? 你的推荐 How do you recommend?
我们来涮最原味的，咱们就是涮成粉丝蒸。
涮蓉蒸。
然后喜欢吃香味的话，来去椒盐爆炒，这是我们2个招牌菜。
好的，好的，椒盐爆炒或者涮蓉蒸。
粉丝蒸这个最好的。
Now, how is this lobster different from the lobsters we have in America? What do you notice about this bad boy? 你可以把它拿起来吗？
因为你本身就一个人，当然我可以等于做2个口味，让你试一下，一半涮蓉蒸，一半椒盐炒，头煮个粥，让你试一下。
可以啊，
好不好？这因为就一个人 ，OK 的。
You notice there's no claws on this thing. There's no claws. Look at the texture of this right here. I don't know if you guys can see it clearly. Look at the texture of that. There's no claws on this thing whatsoever. Isn't that amazing? Look at the texture of this. Absolutely beautiful and wild caught. Very different from the crabs and the lobsters that the lobsters that we have in America. Okay, the main lobsters that we eat in Boston. Okay, now 这个先放一下，我们再给大家展示一下昨天晚上我吃的。Let me show them yeah, there we go, there we go. There we go. Okay. Have you guys ever seen this type of lobster before? For those of you guys that didn't catch my video, now that is native to Japan. Thank you, Elizabeth. This is local to Okinawa. 我们可以看一下那个反面嘛。Doesn't this look like a cockroach? It looks a little bit like a cockroach, but it's actually a species of lobster. Okay, believe it or not, this right here is actually a lot more expensive than that. How much would this thing cost right here? So let me put it into perspective. Look at the size difference between this lobster here and this lobster here. This is only about 25% cheaper compared to that. This one right here is only 25% more expensive, yet look at the size difference. Huge size difference. Okay, this is native to Okinawa. This can be found all over Japan. This can be found all over Japan. This right here is, does it have eyes? Yes, it does, right there. And look at the texture. Y'all see the texture of this? Thank you, Gina. Look at that. Look at the texture of this. Very, very different, right? Now, 我们先把这个地方放回去。我们给大家看一看这个东西。Can we take a look at this? 这个价格你也知道了，对吧？价格那你可以把它先放回去，别让它死了。先把它放回去。Okay, what is this? 这个是给我们介绍一下。夜光贝。对。What is that?
这个就是冲绳特产，它的话就是英文名字叫 Great Green Chobun。Great Green Chobun。Chobun。对 ，Chobun 英文名。然后冲绳本地的日文名它叫牙沟盖。
Where do you see that?
我们中文就夜光贝。
Okay, how heavy is something like this? 大概多重啊 ？How heavy?
这个的话大概是4斤多。
This is 5 pounds.
5斤。
5 pounds. How much would that cost?
这6000块钱。
6000日币. This is about $40 for this thing right here. $40 for this. 这是肉 right? That's the meat, right? And what's this hard?
盖子。
这是盖子 That's the lid. It looks a little bit like a abalone.
有点像蜗牛。
有点看上去像个鲍鱼。
它本身就是口感很接近鲍鱼，然后它其实像蜗牛，它这个肉眼睛在这边，整个说出来有点像蜗牛。
How old is this?
这个也是不知道，也是天然野生的，因为它这个。
I got you. Okay, I got you. 您给我们介绍一下这些鱼吧。鱼这个地方放。Now, what kind of fish do you have here? The colorful one， 那个有颜色的那个。
颜色叫它这边叫莺歌鱼青衣，啊，英文叫这边你可以。
Called a parrot fish. Oh, I'm assuming that's wild caught. Thank you, Dorothy. This is wild caught, right? 这野生的吧？这是。
通常都是野生的，不然
我看这个眼睛 ，Let me see the eyes on that fish.
它嘴巴，因为它这个很像鹦鹉嘴巴，所以说又叫莺歌鱼。莺歌鱼就是这个。
I see.
嘴巴很像鹦鹉鱼。对，鸟嘴是吧？你看。
I see. That's called a parrot fish. And what about the red one? 这个红色的 ，What is that?
红色的这个是 snapper， 的出成3大高级。
Oh, this is a red snapper.
Snapper 对。
And this is also wild caught. 这也是野生的。
也都是野生。
This is also wild
基本上
caught.
没有养殖。
Amber. Look at that. This is red snapper.
它又叫大眼鲷，因为眼睛很大，对。
And what about the other the other red one right there?
这个吗
Yeah. What is that?
这是石斑。这个的话跟那个中心斑很像，但是它本身不是中心斑。这个叫燕尾星斑，因为它整个跟中心斑是很像，但是
野生的，
是野生的，它不是中心斑。但我们冲绳也有。
What's it called? Leopard coral grouper.
有点像它。
Yeah.
对。
这是野生捕来的。How much is that?
这个叫燕尾星斑，因为它嘴巴，对，因为它尾巴很像燕子嘛。
Yeah.
燕尾星斑。
How much is that? 这个怎么卖 ？How much is that?
这3500。
3500. That's like a 20 some dollars for this. Okay. Amazing. Thank you, Emily. Thank you, Flower. 这个怎么做啊？
这清蒸。
清蒸是吧？
对，像我们这广式。
这个味道跟东京斑差不多吧？
差不多。
是吧？
对，只有我经常吃的可能会吃出一点区别，其实不经常吃的根本没什么区别的。
Okay, thank you, Live Love. Let's go. So, 这多少钱？ How much is that?
3500。
3500. This is about $25. We're gonna get this. 这两个哪个更新鲜 ？Which one is more fresh? I should probably get the small one. 我一个人我应该弄个小的。
都 OK 的，这两只。
都是今天的吗？
都是今天的。
Let me get the small one because I'm only one person. So let me get that small one. How much is that small one?
2400.
And this is that's like $15. So we're gonna get this little fish. 清蒸可以吗？
清蒸可以啊。
好 Let's do that. And then, how do you cook this? 这个怎么做？ How do you cook that?
可以一半刺身，一半炒。
一半刺身，一半炒。
一半炒。
Let me skip the sashimi.
那如果你只是一个人吃，我们
炒吧，你给我弄个小的，那个 small one， 你给我炒，好吧？把这水倒掉，把水倒掉 ，Get rid of the water, please. Because I'm only one person. If one of you guys was here, I would eat it with you guys, but I'm only one person. How much is that?
是3400。
All right, so that's about $25. So let's get these two things. 那这个炒，这个清蒸，
这个炒的清蒸。
I got enough protein. And then 我来一个。好，然后 let's get a uni over here. Okay, let's get a little uni. Which one is fresh? 哪一个最新鲜？
这些都很新鲜的。您是看小中一个人能吃多少？那我们就
Let me go ahead and get 来一个中等的。不，我一个人的话，我来个中等。Let me get like a. Okay, is that fresh?
Okay.
Very fresh, right? I'll go ahead and take that. So we'll take these three things. That's good. So we got a uni, we got a fish, and we got a shell. What do you guys think? That's good, right? This is 这野生的，这两个都是野生的。These are both wild caught. 这个是野生的还是？
这也是野生海胆。
That's also wild caught. So everything here is wild caught. Everything is wild caught. So I think this is enough for sure, right? We got enough? All right, 然后我来个炒青菜，我 just get a 来个炒青菜，然后来一碗米饭，有没有粥？好吧，谢谢。等一下，这个是那个 fatty tuna 吗？
这是那个
Old Toro。
Old Toro
这个怎么卖
？4500。
我一个人吃不掉这么多怎么办？
鱼呢就切一半嘛。
可以吗？
可以啊。
它这个是寿司，就是那个四声吧。We'll get that. We'll do that. So we'll get half. I can't eat the whole thing. Give me half.
Half.
你怎么收费啊？
这一半大概2300嘛。
2300，行。Then give me half. All right. 给我一半。
好。
It's perfect. All right. So let's Man, Uncle Lee, I can't afford this whole crab. This crab is $300. That's a little bit too much. That's too much for a crab. They don't sell just the crab legs. You got to get the whole crab. 给我们弄个小青菜。Is that good? We good. I think we got enough. This crab is $300 for this, man. I think we did a pretty good job of ordering. Let me close it up for them so I don't waste their electricity. I think we did a pretty good job of ordering. Okay, I would love to get this lobster maybe another day when we do another live stream, but I think trying out this thing for the very first time is going to be good. Look at that. And then this fish is really something to look forward to. The difference between China is in China, most of the groupers are farm raised. Very, very few are wild caught. Very, very few, because the Chinese government controls how much you can wild catch in the ocean. They want to make sure we don't deplete the oceans. So here in Japan, this is on ice, but in China, they catch it is usually still alive. Okay, so you can see, look at that. Look at that parrotfish right there. Yeah, it's $300, Jody, for that lobster. But this one right here, for that crab, this one right here is about $150 for this lobster right here, and I can show you to you guys. Look at this bad boy. He lives to see another day. $150 for this. $150 US for this thing right here. Perfect for two people. They could make it two ways. Way number one is they could fry it. They could stir fry it. They could what's it called? Yeah, they could fry it. They could stir fry it. Thank you, Glow D'Angelo. And they could steam it, but they could also use the head to make it into a congee. See that? And I chose for this thing right here, I chose to get it steamed, not fried. They're gonna add some scallions and some soy sauce on it. And look at this bad boy right here. Look at that. Thank you, Joseph. This is smooth to the touch. Look at that. Very, very smooth to the touch. Very, very high quality food out here. Very, very high quality food out here. Thank you, buddy. This is the type of food you gotta try when you're out here in Okinawa. Great quality food. Look at that lobster. Thank you, Apollonia. Look at that. Thank you, the teacher. Tap, tap, tap. All right, man. Time to go eat. Let me show you guys the little restaurant, okay? They're Anna, 你们的餐厅 what's the name of your restaurant? What's the name of your restaurant?
大国海鲜居酒屋。
Okay, does that come in English? 有英文名字吗？
英文名字。
Ain't got no English name? Damn, they said we don't care about the English name. We only want the Chinese name. This is the Chinese name of the restaurant.
这是那个日文。
Okay, they said, damn, we ain't got no English
日
name.
文、中文都差不多。
大国海鲜居酒屋。
炎龙。
Beautiful.
龙的传统。
Beautiful. Damn, they said we ain't want no English. Goddamn, they ain't got no English menu. Everything's in Chinese. This is a Chinese restaurant out here in Okinawa. Tap, tap, tap. All right, cool. Let me wash my hands real quick. When we become live pro, we're gonna get a I just touched some seafood. Let me wash my hands. Boom. Look at this nice little restaurant over here. Look at that. Beautiful. Beautiful. So lunch is probably going to end up costing 80 bucks. You could buy a lot of bowls at Chipotle, but when you come out to a place that's known for its seafood, I feel like you have to spend a little bit more to try the different types of food that they have out here. Look at this. They could cook it in every way you can think of. Thank you, Healing Angel, for the daily heart. Everybody, get your daily heart me in. Look at that. Oh shit. I gotta change this. In Okinawa. Thank you, Jamie. Look at all the ways that they can cook this lobster. Split in two, deep fried, congee with the head, steamed with vermicelli and scallions. Okay? Chris, come on, man. When you're traveling, you ain't ever spent $80 on a meal before? Come on, man. Come on, Chris. Come on, Chris. You're eating seafood, man. This is not McDonald's, man. You can go to McDonald's now and spend $40 at McDonald's for 2 people. That's how expensive food has gotten. I don't think it's that bad. I don't think it's that bad. 80 bucks for 2 people? I don't think it's that bad. Let's go, team. What do you guys think? You guys think it's bad? 80 bucks. You're traveling. Exactly. Tap, tap, tap. I'm excited to see how this meal comes out. As a matter of fact, man, I actually think 80 bucks is not bad. I actually think it's pretty inexpensive for what you're getting. You know, I actually think it's not bad for exactly, JP. Exactly. I actually think it's not bad. When I come out to a restaurant, yeah, I got some vegetables and some rice. Can you guys hear me? Can you guys hear me okay? You guys can hear me? Can everybody hear me? Exactly, it's seafood. What's up, 1991? Tap, tap, tap. You guys can hear me? All right, good. Good, good, good. Good, good, good. Excellent. Excellent. Hey, I got this for free from the lounge, man. Thanks to Dr. Andrew. I know, Jeff. I know, Jeff. Hey, look at this comment from Macabello. I mean, if I was here by myself, like I wasn't streaming, I probably wouldn't do as much food as I got just now. But because I'm streaming and it's for streaming purposes, I got a little bit more. Like, for example, if I got the uni, I'll probably save that for dinner. You know, but I wanted to show you guys the different types of food that they have out here. Tap on my face, share this live stream. I think it's a great deal, man. Look, when I, hold on. Look at that. Look at that. Look at the quality of that. Thank you, Anna. We only got half. We paid $11, $12 for half. Look at that. Amazing. This is amazing, man. 不要辣，不要辣 ，no, not spicy. 但这个得快点给我上一下这个。我先尝一尝这个。Let me try this. Yeah, like these two. I'll take this right now. 我现在就 I'll take this right now. 给我弄个勺子好吗 ？I'll take this right now. Thank you. Oh, okay. Thank you very much. Thank you. He's selling me half, man. I told him half. Man, I pay you in America, man. You pay $80 just for the tuna. All right, y'all, let's give this a try. DBT Panda does all the planning. I just show up and I stream. It's uni, baby. Let's try see. Let's see how this is. Let's try and see how this is, team. Let's try this. You think there's a lot? There's not, man. It's look at that. This is so good. It almost has like a chocolate flavor to it. It's gonna sound weird, but it's got like a chocolate. No, it's raw. Esther, this is completely raw. This is totally raw. Hold on, let me turn on my TikTok real quick. Hold on 1 second. This is totally raw. Okay, and when you look at the way, you see the texture of it? This was, how much was this? This was, like 20 some dollars. This was like a bowl at Chipotle. You see the texture, y'all? Look at that. Man, look at that. Thank you, Luis. I shouldn't eat this whole thing, man. I should save some for dinner. Okay. See that? You can see the little eggs. You know, this is actually very similar to egg yolk. The yellow of an egg. The yellow part of an egg. I know, Lee, this is like 25 bucks for this. I think this is 100 bucks in America. I agree. There's not that much uni, y'all. Big ass box. This thing is firm on the bottom. Esther, I don't think it can be cooked. I don't think it could be cooked, Esther. Yes, yeah, I'm gonna pin it. I'm gonna pin this comment. Joey, I'm gonna pin your comment. Man, Derek. This is Derek, let me show you. Great to see you, Derek. Derek, it's what comes out of this thing right here. Everybody welcome in. We got a lot of MVPs in the room, man. We got Jeff, we got Lisa. Lisa, are you watching this, Lisa? Derek, it comes out of this thing right here. Oh, Lisa is here. Thank you, Lisa. It comes out of this thing right here. Okay? Now, this is called a sea urchin. When you open it up, if you're lucky, it's filled with uni. If you're not lucky, then there's not that much. Okay? And for the folks who just came in, Japanese lobster. And look at that. Flat lobster. Look at that. Everybody, get your daily heart me in, team. Get your daily heart me in. Get your daily heart me in, ladies and gentlemen. Let me close it and save their electricity. Thank you, Shayla and Big O. Oh, here comes, oh shit. Look at that. Look at that. Oh, thank you, Faith Baby, for the heart meat. Look at that. This is the fattiest cut of tuna. Look at that. Lord have mercy. They brought out the soy sauce. Thank you, Vera. Thank you, Luis. Vera, we're doing a little lunch live stream. We just chilling. Thank you, Luis. Thank you, TJ. That's enough. And then, get some of that wasabi in here. Yeah. What's up, Uncle Hyotu? You freaking night owls. Y'all don't go to sleep. Freaking night owls. All my night owls are here, y'all. All my night owls are here. Vera, Derek, all my night owls are here. Y'all don't sleep. I love it. On a Monday night, y'all ain't going to bed. I love it. Thank you, LV. Thank you, EV. I mix it up. Look at the texture of that right there. Look at that. I know, K1, you guys don't sleep. Well, Lee sleeps at like 4 a.m. in the morning, man. He sleeps when people in the East Coast are waking up. Let's go. He said H. pylori is what I see. We gotta give this a try, y'all. For the exact same food, man, you would pay so much more in Tokyo. All right, man. Thank you, Courtney. I got rice coming, Oliver. Don't wait. Just wait. This whole meal was like $80, but I feel like in America, this meal is probably $250 in America, but you're able to get it in Japan for $80, fully cooked, no tipping. You don't need to tip either. There's more food coming, by the way. There's more food coming. Oh my God. Oh my God, y'all. Lord have mercy. Lord have mercy, y'all. Look at this. Lord have mercy. Look at this. Joey, I think this is a little bit more fresh because we're so close to the source of the food. You know what I'm saying? This is so good.
这是咱们现在冲绳天然野生的凤凰的南极金枪鱼。一般的话是冲绳一个季节很短，这个天然野生的很短，一般都是养殖的那个金枪鱼。
一般金枪鱼都是养殖的。
对，一般金枪鱼
这是野生的。
野生的，对，冲绳非常的野生，就是它时间比较短，4月到5月期间这个1个月时间多一点有这个有这个天然野生的金枪鱼出来。
哇！
对，那我们市面上，比如说或者在美国或者在中国，一般过去的都是养殖的。
是吗？
对。
它每年是什么时候啊？
大概是3月底到5月初这样，很短一个。
就这一段时间。
对，这段时间才有。
哇！
运气好的来了，就是说下次你的粉丝可能来这边，哎，想吃一样的可能就吃不到，因为时间如果不对就没有这个。
哇！
然后养殖跟野生跟养殖有什么区别？养殖的可能更肥一点，但野生的可能瘦一点点。
对，
就是咱们
我能感觉出来。
对，有点瘦，没有那个养殖的肥，对不对
？Yeah， 是的。
对，但是就是也，
但这个应该是最肥的吧？
这是最肥的，对。
是吧？
对对对。
谢谢。So he just explained to me that this is wild-caught tuna. Most of the tuna that you eat, even in Japan, even back home in America, most of it's farm-raised tuna, which there's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with that. Okay, there's nothing wrong with farm-raised tuna, but this is wild-caught. Wild-caught tuna tends to be a little bit leaner because it has to swim a little bit more in the ocean. Whereas those like farm-raised tuna, you know, they sit in a confined space. You know what I'm saying? They find this, they don't need to swim that much. A wild-caught tuna needs to swim everywhere in the ocean. Therefore, it's got more muscle mass on its body. So this is why this is actually not as fat as a fatty tuna you will be getting from a farm-raised tuna. And he tells me this is only available for 2 months in the year. 2 months in the year, from late March till mid-May. Oh shit, we got the fish. This is only, oh shit. Here come the fish. Only for 2 months is it available. So he was saying that if you came here in October, if you came here in November, outside of the season, you wouldn't even be able to eat this type of tuna. Thank you, Cammy. This is probably too much for one person, but I wanted to get it just to show you guys the different flavors that they have available, the different types of things. So I'm gonna save some of these things for later tonight. I'm gonna go back to my room and put it in the fridge. But let's keep trying out this tuna. The fish is ready, ladies and gentlemen. I can't wait to get our cooking show started, okay? I can't wait to do our cooking show because I think there's gonna be a lot more people watching once we have our cooking show. Thank you, Diggity, for the daily heart. Ask me any questions you guys have about the food in the comments. I'm gonna try to answer as many questions as I can. Okay, so ask me any questions you have. This almost looks a little bit like Wagyu beef. Does it not? Doesn't this look like Wagyu beef a little bit? Look at that. Look at that. Thank you, El Chivero. Hey, Lisa, 808 Lisa, because I see the number 808. Can you understand Chinese? Can you understand Chinese? I know. I'm in Okinawa. In Okinawa.
先停一下肚子啊。因为它要
哎，哥们儿，哎，你好，那是什么炒饭？
蛋炒饭。
来一个，不要那个白米饭，来个蛋炒饭。好，谢谢。I just saw the other table get a fried rice. I said cancel my rice. I said cancel my rice. Let me get a fried rice too. I said shit, I need a fried rice. Alright, y'all. Now the thing about this is you gotta put it on a different angle for you guys. Okay, this is steam, y'all. Hey, Lisa, do you speak Chinese, Lisa? Do you speak Chinese, Lisa? Can you understand when I'm communicating? J-Sor, I love it. Look at that. Get some of the sauce and just layer it over the fish. Oh, Lisa, you can't speak Chinese? I thought maybe you could speak some Chinese. Get all the sauce on it. This is steamed, y'all, so this is not fried. This is steamed. You see all the scallions on it? You see, look at all this. See that? This fish was actually very inexpensive. This fish was only $17. You can go to McDonald's, get a couple of Happy Meals, and it'll cost you more than $17. This is fish from the ocean, man. This is wild caught fish from the ocean. This is about 2,400 yen. $15 for this fish. Oh, here, 全部都在这儿是吧? Oh, look at that. No, this one right here. This right here, okay, is this thing right here. Hey man, I'm sorry to eat your cousin. Okay man, y'all could get united in the next life. Okay, it's like the movie Gladiator, man, at the end of the movie when he says, I'll see you in the next life. Okay, but not yet. Okay, this is your cousin. I'm about to eat your cousin. Okay. But this is what it looks like. It looks very big right now, but when you cook it, it's actually very small. Okay, tap, tap, tap. He took one for the team. He took one for the team. Look at this. And this one right here was also about $11, $12. We gotta give this a try. I've never had this before in my life, so let's give this a try. Let's see how it is. You know what this tastes like? Very rubbery. So the taste is very rubbery. This is stir fried, so it's got like it got a lot of flavor. He put a lot of salt, and he did put some MSG in it. It tasted a little bit like squid, JP. Absolutely, it tastes a little bit like squid. Okay, a little bit like squid. Similar texture, very much like squid. Okay, and also tastes a little bit like TS Fox said. It tastes a little bit. I'm gonna pin this comment. It tastes a little bit like conch. If you ever had conch, similar to calamari, similar to squid, similar to conch. Okay, well we gotta try this fish though. This fish, if this fish is good, for only $15, then this will be an incredible deal. So let's give this fish a try. Let's get a big chunk of meat right here. Go ahead and use the spoon to do that. Okay, we'll get some sauce on it. I'm just gonna use the spoon to eat it. Oh, this fish is incredible. Shades, this fish is incredible. The texture of this fish right here is a little bit firmer than a similar grouper in China, which makes sense because it's farm raised. This is $15 for this fish, and it includes all cooking fees and no tip. We don't need to pay a tip for this. You don't need to pay a service charge. $15 for this. This is, of all these things right here, okay, now of course you got two raw things. You got two raw things. Oh, thank you. I got my vegetable. You got two raw things, and you have two cooked things. Of all the things, this one I give the lowest score. This is probably a 7.5 out of 10. The reason you eat it is because you've never seen it before. I've never seen this thing before. That's the reason why I eat it. The taste is just like calamari. It's just like calamari. And this right here for $15, this in my opinion is the best dish out of all these things over here. Okay, all these things, this in my opinion is the best. I will say this about the tuna. When you're getting this tuna, I actually prefer farm-raised tuna. The reason is when you're eating farm-raised tuna, it's actually fattier. This is a little bit too lean because it's wild caught. So I actually prefer farm-raised tuna where the toro just melts in your mouth. This one right here is wild caught, but it doesn't actually have the same amount of fat that you will find in a farm-raised tuna, if that makes sense. Okay? And this right here is, of course, just incredible. This is a great dish. And another spoonful of this. Trippy. There's no coupons here, man, because everything is already pretty cheap. I think it's exactly, there's more muscle. Everything here is already very affordable. Okay, so I don't think there's gonna be right, the belly of the tuna. Right. Otoro, Jeff. That's gotta be like the fattiest part of the tuna, no? Look at this, we gotta get another bite of this because this is freaking incredible. Look at that too. How many of you guys are hungry right now? I'm sorry if I'm making you feel hungry at midnight. Jeff, all I know is all I know, Jeff, is I love tuna. This is grouper, absolutely, Christine. This is some type of a local grouper. Look at that. Look at the texture on that. Ooh, how many of you guys are hungry at midnight on the East Coast? Man. Let's get one more piece of this. And we're gonna wait for the fried rice to come out. Okay, yeah, look at that. Look at this. Oh, here it comes. Here we go. All right, so this is gonna give you guys a good. I eat a lot of food, man, because you guys gotta remember, I stream 7 to 8 hours a day. I work very hard. I work really, really hard, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, it's 2:30 on the East Coast. I just realized that too, man. It's very late. I work really, really hard, y'all. Okay, so I have to put a lot of food in my body, man. I have to put a lot of food in my body. We got uni, some type of whatever this is, fish, tuna. We got our fried rice. We got our vegetables. $80 for all this. What do you guys think? $80 US for all this. I'm gonna eat it all except this. I'm gonna save half of this for later. $80 for this. What do you guys think? Not bad at all, right? Listen to me, everybody. If this was in America, you're looking at easily $250 to $300. I'm gonna see you guys in the morning. I'm gonna give you guys one more view of all the food. I wanna see you guys in the morning from the American Village out here in Okinawa. Okay? I'm gonna see you guys in the morning from the American Village in Okinawa. I'm gonna finish my lunch. I'm gonna go back to my room, rest for a little bit, and then I'm going to the American Village. Make sure y'all follow the channel. Y'all share this live stream. We're gonna go to the American Village. We're gonna start streaming right around 8:30, 7:30 a.m. in the morning on the East Coast. I don't expect to see many of you guys because all y'all are still up. It's almost 3 a.m. on the East Coast. All y'all are still up. So I don't expect to see many of you guys, okay? But for those of you guys who will make it, I know Jeff, I can't wait either. I hope it's gonna be good. I hope it's gonna be good, Jeff. Make sure y'all follow the channel and y'all share this live stream. I'm gonna go and enjoy my meal, ladies and gentlemen. I'm gonna go and enjoy my meal. Thank you guys so much for supporting this channel and giving us the dignity and the exposure that our channel deserves, because we make good content. I'm gonna see you guys. Vera, you'll be up. I'll be back in a few hours. Have a great night, everybody. Thank you, Uncle Lee. Get that daily heart me in if you haven't. Have a great night. Thank you, Moni. I'm gonna enjoy my lunch. I gotta get some energy in me. Jeff, Lisa, you guys are freaking amazing. Daniel's out of here. Go check out my videos if you haven't. I'm out of here. Follow the channel. Thank you, Carrie, Pepper. Time for lunch. Much love, everybody. See you guys.